Nick Robinson has taken to Twitter to issue an apology after guest Harry Enfield used a racial term in an interview on BBC Radio 4's Today programme this morning. Earlier today, comedian Harry Enfield, 59, defended the use of blackface in comedy during a chat with host Nick Robinson and writer Ava Vidal. The comedian said he thinks there should still be a conversation about it as he shared his past experiences. He also used a racial slur when quoting the name of a 1930s comedy by G. H. Eliot and Al Jolson. He said, "Let me tell you, Nick, obviously Al Jolson or G. H. Eliot, who played the chocolate-colored C******N in the 1930s, they perpetuated the myth of the happy N******O who was just very happy to sing under the crack of the whip, the American whip or the British imperial bayonet, and obviously that's deeply offensive and always will be." After he used the word on air, Nick said, "Just to be clear, Harry, there will be people offended by that term that you have just used. You are using it in inverted commas, let's not repeat it, but it is a term that was used at the time." Nick has now taken to Twitter to apologize for the term used on the show. In view of his 1 million followers, he wrote, "The discussion on at BBC R4 today about comedy and the portrayal of black people between Harry Enfield and Ava Vidal has provoked a lot of comment. I'm really sorry a racial slur was used on air. I pointed out that it was offensive and asked Harry not to repeat it. As I have said in the past, in a totally different context, normal service from the BBC means you will hear people you disagree with say things you don't like, but you should not hear racially offensive language, and I'm sorry you did." During their chat, Harry also said that he has used blackface by darkening his skin to impersonate a person of color several times in the past. "I have played Nelson Mandela in One Thing for laughs, and I did it because this thing had come round from the BBC that we couldn't do it anymore," he said, "so I thought, well, who is my hero? Nelson Mandela, who I had the pleasure of meeting once." The comedian went on to say he had then considered what the stereotype was for black people.